Hey everyone, welcome to my channel.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the stove, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Pretty Candid channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all of that good stuff. And if you're coming back to kick it with your girl, I appreciate you. Low-key, you part of the Candid family now. I think I'm gonna call it a Candid crew. I don't really know. But judging by the title, you already know why we here. Storytime. Dealing with weird ass friends. Or I thought she was a friend. I don't know. We're going to get into that. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Here we go. So this is probably starting back from about maybe 3-4 years ago. And I've been wanting to tell this story for a while because why did this happen to me? But okay, so I had this girl. We're going to name her Cookie. So Cookie was not from Austin. Matter of fact, I think she was from like on the outskirts of Austin. I never knew Cookie while she was in my city. I want y'all to remember that. I never knew Cookie while she was in my city. So I met Cookie for real because I met her on Facebook. I had like a small boutique. A lot of people used to buy from me inside of the city. And to this day, I still don't know how we even got on each other's profile. I ain't gonna say I didn't at her, and I ain't gonna say, but yeah. So she started ordering clothes for me, and at the time she stayed like in Houston. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, damn, this girl I really don't know like that is buying for me. You know, she's showing me love. I appreciate it, right? And I'll be honest, like around this time in my boutique, I was kind of like feeling away because I didn't have as much support as I thought I should have. So when I would get support from people I didn't know, I was like, oh yeah, you know, this is... But no. So as time went on, she ordered a couple things. We would talk here and there. And then my dad passed January of 2020. Super fucking traumatic for me. Unexpected. Like for me, I didn't know. And so I remember posting about my dad a lot. And I remember she commented on there and like she left me this long message. And then she messaged me. We ended up like talking on the phone. Trauma fucking bonding. Something you're not supposed to. And let me just say this. Stop trauma bonding. I'm finna give you the perfect example exactly why you shouldn't. Okay? So then she lets me know like, oh, you know, my dad passed too. So I definitely understand how you're feeling. So already, you know, I'm feeling like we locked in. As far as you understand me, I was going through a lot of stuff like my friends couldn't relate to at the time. And then like even like family. So I just felt like this is cool. Not great, but cool. Time go on. So now, at this point, like, we talking all the time. She low-key my little homegirl that stay in Houston, right? And so I used to always ask her, like, how was it that you stayed in this city or, like, even on the outskirts and I never knew you, I never ran into you, I never seen you or nothing. So when we would talk, she would tell me, like, oh, I've been living in Houston for, like, fucking forever. And I left Austin when I was a teenager. So I'm like, okay. You know, because the school she said she went to, I didn't go to that school. I was on the other side of town. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And let me say this. During this time, like, me and my best friend, like my girl, locked in, we were like going through a rough patch. And so we weren't speaking for real. And I think that was another way that she was able to just come up in my world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm very skeptical of people already like, you feel me? So we started talking more and more. So now it's becoming a routine. Like, hey, what you doing in the morning? Like, I used to be up early in the morning for work. She used to be up early. So, of course, like, we talking and texting, this, that, and the third. She had a girlfriend. She had kids. So we talking about that. I'm talking about my kids. She talking, you know, we just talking a lot. In the process of all of this, though, like, she would say stuff sometimes, and I would kind of feel like, damn, bitch, like back up a little bit. Like I felt like we was cool homegirls, and I think she started to go into the realm of, oh, like you're my girl, like we're. But okay, you know, I at the time I had a really hard time with like. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it. So I never forget this day. She was like, you should come down here to Houston and visit or whatever, and it was crazy. People always go with your first. If some shit is not going right, I want y'all to know it's not going right because it's not supposed to. Every time we would make plans for her to like come down here, stay at my house, stay the weekend, all of that, something would come up like on my end or her end. So it never happened. So then finally one day she was like, oh, you know, you should try to come to Houston. So this was like maybe almost 3 months before I got out there. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now, keep in mind, Cookie got a girlfriend. We're going to call the girlfriend, we're going to call her Trey. Okay? So there's Trey and Cookie. Trey and Cookie is together. Remember that. Okay? Now, I had this other friend group. We're going to call them Brittany and BB. That's not the... And let me say this. No real names in these story times. Please don't go looking because you're... No. BB and Brittany. That was my little girl friend group. Mind you, they was like a couple years younger than me. But we was real cool, right? Somehow, some way, Cookie ended up on BB's Facebook. I thought nothing of it because y'all both my girl, you know, and I know that y'all, you know, scissor. So it's cool if that's what y'all want to do. That's totally fine. I'm not against it. Here's my thing, and y'all can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I feel like when it comes to friends, depending on the level of our friendship, I'm not going to go out of my way to tell you about my other friend business. That's just not what I'm doing. So one day, me, Brittany, and BB, we all on the phone. We used to be all on FaceTime, this, that, and the third. And she was like, yeah. She, mind you, prior to this used to be, oh, Cookie so fine, Cookie this, Cookie that, da, 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 da. Cool. And I used to tell her, like, I don't know if that's what you want. Me saying it without saying it. But I don't know if that's what you want. But okay. We on a call. And she was like, yeah, Marissa, why you ain't tell me Cookie got a whole wife? What you mean? What you mean by that? And she's like, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, she got a whole wife, like, got kids, got everything. I was like, well, I mean, bitch, it ain't like she had the kids with the bitch. Like, you know, like, I don't, what she want me to say? So she like asking me all these questions about her. I'm like, I think you should ask her. Whole time I'm low-key shocked because I had told Cookie that like BB was kind of checking for her, but I'm like, don't do that. That ain't it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking when I'm saying don't do that is like, you really shouldn't do that type shit. And so you're not, right? Because I'm advising you as your friend about my friend that you don't know and you ain't never met. So... BB was mad as fuck. BB was like, nah, you wrong as fuck. She wrong as fuck. Y'all hoes trash. I'm like, damn, okay. We're gonna get into that friend group with BB, me, and Brittany on another story time because that was a shit show as well. But yeah, so I was already kind of feeling like, I don't know if I like that. Like, you fucking with my friend don't necessarily bother me, but something about it just not... You feel me? Something about it wasn't right. So I brought it up to her. We talked about it. She was like, girl, she ain't ready for me, this, that, and the third. So we kind of like, that was my first fucking mistake. First. So, okay, cool. So then, like, you know, again, we got a routine. We talk every morning. We talk every night. That was almost like my nigga, you know? Like, we talk all the time. It was one specific day. She called me and she's like, bitch, you never gonna guess where I'm going. And I'm like, where you going, bitch? Like, what? Tell me the tea. You whispering? And she like, I'm finna go to, we gonna just, he don't need a name. We gonna call him da-dun-da-dun. Cause that's what the fuck he look like. Wait. So da-dun-da-dun is like somebody she been on for a long ass time. But da-dun-da-dun ain't Trey. remember Trey is the wife. So I'm like, well, what you mean that you finna, you know? She like, bitch, I'm finna go do my thing. I said, so Trey know that you finna go do that? So then that's when she tell me like, oh, we in an open relationship. I don't judge nobody. Let me just say that. I don't judge nobody. But it was just kind of like, it's more to, it's some shit that's off with what you telling me, but it ain't really my business, so I can't really speak to it. Okay, cool, whatever. So she like, when I leave here, I'm gonna call you. Cool, whatever. I think I ended up doing like something else that night. I think I ended up like going to have drinks and then coming back home. I fell asleep. I didn't even think to call her again, and she ain't call me. So you know, it was fine. And we was so deep. I want to say this: we had each other location, so I knew where the bitch was at. So it was like, okay, she cool, whatever. Bitch called me early the next day, and she like, bitch, the nigga, da 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 da. And so I'm a little lost because you just okay. You got Trey. Trey is your wife. And let me say this. Trey is helping her with the kids, with herself, making the house a home with her. You feel me? Literally. And so I'm like, I know you said you and Trey, you know, but also like, do she know that you be, you know? And she like, oh yeah, she know. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I ain't gonna lie, timelines is a little fuzzy, but a little bit after that, like maybe not even a month, we was on the phone, and I used to talk to Trey, talk shit to Trey. We was just real jokey with each other, you know what I'm saying? So we on the phone and we talking, and I don't remember exactly what I said, but I had brought up, cause mind you, she stay on the outs, like on the out. This point, she stay on the outskirts of Houston, so I had brought up how she had went to the south side of Houston. And all of a sudden, like, she flipped the phone, got to talking loud. They had a whole conversation. She come back like maybe 3 minutes later, like, hey, bitch, Trey don't know I went to Southside. I said,
what's tea? What's going on?
oh, my bad. Like, I ain't know. She's like, no, I know. That's why I'm telling you. I thought you said y'all got an open thing. She's like, yeah, but like, I don't be telling her everything. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And let me say this. I'm one of them people, if you ain't a good partner, bitch, you ain't a good friend. Back then, I really wasn't paying attention to that shit. But yeah, just hold on. So I'm like, okay, noted, cool. I won't say nothing crazy around Trey because now I know, or bring up certain stuff because now I know, like, she know, but she don't know. You know what I'm saying? So cool. This little thing with the dun go on for like some months. And I'm noticing that she doing it when she not around. And so now I'm like, damn, bitch, like, I ain't trying to judge you, but also like, damn, you doing this bitch kind of bad, ain't it? Like, I don't know, something about this shit don't seem right. So, okay, cool. Whatever. Because it's getting crazy now that I'm thinking about it. The thing that got me with her was like, okay, so one, let's count the strikes, pre-strikes that I should have paid attention to. You done already tried to hit up my homegirl BB, trying to kick it and bye and all of that. And when BB found out what you got going on, she wasn't fucking with it. That's one. You didn't went and fuck with dun, which is really your business, but you doing it behind Trey back. And then when I almost slipped up and said something, you letting me know like she don't be doing like that. So that's two, y'all. Let's keep counting. She used to be really active on Facebook, and like part of me liked it because I'm active on there too, but a part of me was like, I feel like you doing it with ulterior motive. So she used to do shit like we'll have a conversation about some shit one day, right? And a day later, that same day, a week later, whatever, the bitch writing a post about it. I keep scratching my head because I'm just like, what the fuck? How did I not see it? Anyway, the bitch would make a post about it and like tag me and stuff like that. And at first I was like, oh, you know, friend. But then like after a while I was kind of just like, bitch, you up to something, ain't it? Right? Like you on some bullshit. I don't know what yet, but you on some bullshit. So, okay, cool, fine, right? So now we like 2 weeks before the trip. I'm finna go see her in Houston, right? So we excited. We turned, and she used to have this homegirl that had like a side hustle, and she would like, I think they were like, were they bees? They were something. It was something like that. Charm something. And so the homegirl, like, I had bought something from her. And whenever I was buying something from her, like, we're messaging each other, and she like, let me know if you need anything else. I got you, beautiful. And I was like, okay, babe, thanks. Like, that's just how I talk to people. Baby, honey, sweetie. I'm from Texas, so that's just how I talk. And she was like, yeah, like, you're so pretty. I cannot wait to see you in my bed. Okay, bitch, that's your fifth pretty. You know what I'm saying? And these messages ain't too long, like, you know. And she's like, I told Cookie I thought you were so cute. Bitch, no shade. If I want you, I'm gonna get you. Don't come over here with that bullshit. You don't gotta tell Cookie shit, cause Cookie know I'm not getting down like that. Fuck. I don't know why that just pissed me off so bad, but it felt like I came up in conversation too many times and I ain't like that. So, okay, cool. So I'm telling Cookie about it. We was on the phone talking one day, and I'm like, bitch, you know, mind you, this before 2 weeks before the trip, and she like, yeah. I was like, yeah, your fucking friend, da, da, da. I was like, bitch, I ain't buying shit for her no more. She fucking weird. I feel like she was trying to eat my coochie through the messages. I ain't like that. She was just like, girl, she probably was. What you mean by that? What you mean she probably was? And she's like, oh, she likes women. Like, I had showed her pictures of us. And I'm like, what pictures we got? Again, I ain't met her yet. She's like, when we be on FaceTime. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can only take pictures on FaceTime if you're like screenshotting us in the FaceTime. So either you did that when I was lit and I called you, bitch, or like I wasn't paying attention, because how we been on FaceTime as many times as we been on there, and I ain't got no pictures, but you do. And you showing them? I'm getting mad telling this story. Okay, so I'm like, why would you be showing her pictures of me though? She's like, oh, well, she was just asking. I told her about how you coming down to see me, this, that, and third. Da, da, da. She's like, oh, I want to link with y'all. But I told her, like, I don't know. I got to see the vibe first. I said, you definitely got to see the vibe, because I don't want to kick it with that bitch. Like, straight up. And she started laughing. I said, no, Cookie, I'm for real. Like, I don't want to cook it with her. Like, I already got to be with Trey, because you and Trey got a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to have too many fucking energies, and I'm pretty sure we finna go out. She's like, okay, no, like, it's fine. She's like, but she thinks you're very pretty. And I was like, okay. Right? So now we like 2 days before the trip, right? And she had went and made a post and was like tagging about how I was coming to see her and all of this and all of that. So y'all know how that go on Facebook. Like, even if I got friends that are not her friends and they can see the post because it's public and she tagged me, they can like it. They can like it. They can comment. They can do whatever. So of course people start blowing it up, whatever. I don't really know why, but they was. So then I'm like, okay, you keep making posts tagging me. Like, I'm confused. Bitch, we talking every day. Why are you doing that? That's weird. It's given you want people to know that you know me or I know you, right? Whatever the fuck that's supposed to do for you, I'm getting mad again. Anyway, so I kind of noted that because I'm like, damn, bitch, how you know I want people to know that I'm going to Houston? Like, you kind of... Let me say this too. My best friend, I have 2 best friends, and they know how the fuck I am to a T, okay? Certain shit I go for, certain shit I don't. Am I the strict friend? Not too much. But bitch, don't be fucking weird. I don't like no weird shit. I don't like weird nothing. Weird smells, tastes, people, niggas, nothing. I don't like it. So okay. Let's skip. I get to Houston. Cool. It's like we had already met before. I'm vibey. She's like, bitch, we're gonna go here. I'm gonna take you to this vegan spot. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. We're gonna go there. It's gonna be a ton. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all, I got there. I put my stuff in the house. I said hey to the kids. Said hey to Trey. Trey was actually cooler in person than what I thought she was gonna be. And now I'm looking at her and I'm like, this looked like everything somebody would want in a stud. Like, why you, okay, whatever. I don't know everything, right? Because at this point, I want to say by the time I went to Houston, we had only been friends over the phone and shit maybe 8 months, like 8 to 10 months, almost a year. So, okay. I'm lying. It was a year. Let me stop capping her down. It was a year. So, okay. We go. She like, we should go do lunch. I'm like, yeah, bitch, let's go get. I'm in Houston. I'm ready to turn up. She like, we finna go to the strip club. It's 3:00, y'all. So I'm like, damn, I don't really do that unless like I'm with a man and we going to eat at a strip club or something. That makes more sense. We get there. She like, oh, my little whoop de whoop. But I know you like, what the fuck? You had a da 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 da. Now it's a whoop de whoop. These are pieces of men. I want y'all to know that. Them little slick names I'm throwing out, if it ain't got no name, that's a piece of a man. Okay? So she like, my whoop the whoop, and he got money, and he this, and he that, and he gonna get us this, he gonna get us that. So low key, we all know how that go when you got homegirls that got a lick. Bitch, we finna go up here, get what we can get, and get the fuck on. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all, we get there. First of all, this nigga looked like... he looked like fucking Samuel L. Jackson, like old ass. Like he looked older than Samuel L. Jackson right now. He looked old as fuck. So I'm like, whatever. Mind you, I came down to Houston cute, face on, everything. We go up in there. This bitch is dancing. They look good. So I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, bitches, we gonna eat because I'm hungry. And she's like, yeah, no, he gonna get us something to eat, cool. So he ordered some wing platter. So I'm thinking like, okay, we finna eat. Cool. They talking. He like, can I get y'all a drink? We get a drink. It's this lady keep rubbing on Cookie leg. And I'm like, Cookie, who the fuck is that? And she like, oh, that's his wife. Who wife? Samuel L. Jackson? Whoop de whoop? This is his wife? Yeah. Why the fuck are you saying that like that's normal? What's going on? And she like, oh girl, they like me. Again, I'm not fucking judging you, but it's just some shit you need to tell people before they walk up in a situation. So the man come back, he got a wing platter. Y'all, I want to say this. It was me, Cookie, whoop the whoop wife, and some random other nigga that was just sitting up there salivating over us. Did I say that right? Salivate. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So it was only like maybe 15 wings on the whole platter plate, and I'm just like, I got money, like I'm not fucked up, but this ain't what you told us was gonna happen. Like this ain't what you told me was gonna happen. So they sitting up there, she rubbing on the goddamn woody woo wife, she rubbing on Cookie back, and I'm like, what the fuck? They start talking about how I'm bright skinned. I'm arguing them, telling them I'm a real dark skinned ass nigga. Don't piss me off. It was just a lot of weird conversations in the air. He get to kissing on her neck. The wife looking. Let me tell y'all what pissed me off. The bitch looked at me like, go Tom. Bitch, ho. Bitch, please, don't you ever play with me like this. I am here for support. And I didn't even know I was going to be here to have to support. We there for maybe an hour and a half. I done took 2 shots because I'm so irritated, right? So I tell her, like, hey, I'm finna go to the car. That's my sign. Hurry this shit the fuck up. Go to the car. She come in. She's like, you ready to go? Yes, I am. So we go. She take me to Louisiana Fried Chicken. And if y'all know, that's some of the best fried chicken outside of Frenchie's in fucking Houston. Maybe Timmy Chan's too, but they closed. Stick with me. That don't matter. Just stick with me. So we go back to her house. This, we done ran around. We went and got some more drinks, went to the gallo. Now we back at her cribbo. So back at the cribbo, the kids was already gone. They was with their daddy. And Trey wasn't there. Trey was like, I'm going to let y'all do y'all thing. I'll come back later. I'm going to go grocery shop and run some errands. Y'all do y'all thing. So we get back to the house. We get in lit, having fun. I'm turned, right? I done forgot about all that bullshit that just happened. So then Brittany called me. Remember BB and Brittany? So Brittany called me. She like, bitch, you never gonna guess what the fuck is going on in Austin right now. I'm like, what, bitch? She like, bitch, I'm with child. I said, what? Now, mind you, I want y'all to know I'm in the front of Cookie's condo. I'm not thinking nothing of it though, because I'm outside. So should nobody be able to hear me, see me, nothing. Cookie inside. She like rolling up or something. So Brittany like, bitch, yes, I'm with Chad. What the fuck? I was so emotional because I was so happy for my friends. So I'm like, oh my God, bitch. Oh my God. Like crying and all of that, right? So I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna call you later when I get back in the city. I don't know what we're gonna do because you can't dream, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna have a good time. I'm excited about the baby, this, that, and the third. Cool. So now, like, me and Cookie decide, like, okay, we're gonna go out. This is where we're gonna go out at. This is where we're gonna go. We're gonna have a good time. Blase, blase. Cool. So we start getting ready. She like, let's go out to eat. I know this Mexican spot. And I ain't gonna lie, shout out to her because the Mexican spot was fire. It was fire. So we go to the Mexican restaurant first, and then we decided to go to this lounge. Don't remember the name of the lounge. I might clip it and put it in here. And if I don't say shit to me in the comments because, yeah, this was years ago. So, okay, we go eat at the Mexican restaurant. Now, by this point, I'm starting to get, like, it's all in my body. Like, I'm turned. Like, I'm having a good time. First of all, they play, if y'all know, in Houston, they definitely playing trap music at the fucking Mexican restaurants. They is. I'm telling you they is. Okay? They doing that. So, I was like, take a video of me. You know, whatever. You know how that go when it's friends. So and I'm like, you know, all of that. And I was looking at it back. She's like, Free, you so pretty. You so pretty. And I know y'all probably thinking, bitch, you should have been on guard. I wasn't. I wasn't. I was like, girl, thank you. You know, like, I'm whatever. Y'all, we finally get to the club, right? Now, I want to say this. For the record, when we went to the club, I had on a dress. No sleeves. Kind of tank halterish. It had a slit on up the thigh on the left side. I have a tattoo on my left thigh. Giving real, yeah, that. You feel me? We get up in there. Niggas already checking for us at the door, being all weird. And then this is what I'm noticing too while I'm out here. I'm like, damn. You keep letting any kind of like man walk up on you talking to you, and I don't, bitch, be choosy. What the fuck? Like, it's you. I don't like no male-centered woman, and just let me finish. My head's starting to hurt. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm back. Basically, we get up in there, we get a drink. I'm gonna get us a table. I'm like, oh, cool. It's lit in there. I'm like, this was like right around the time F&F had came out. So I'm like, bitch, I'm what? You know, all of that. Baby, we get up in there, we get a table, we drinking. We had found a bartender that was like, if y'all give me this much, I'll give y'all these many rounds. So we lit, we turned in there. I'm like, ah. turn. And if you ever turned that with me, you know, like, what? When I put the shades on, bitch, it's done. You feel me? So I'm having a ball. Mind you, I want to say this too. Part of another reason why I was so happy to go, I had just got into it with my supposed to be man right before the trip. So he mad at me because I'm in Houston. You feel me? But I'm like, fuck it. F and F. I'm going to have a good time. Ain't no fuck nigga stressing me out, right? We in there, we having a good time. Some nigga walk up on her talking to her, and I'm like, cool, you know, like, I'm not a what they call that? A meddling bitch, a cock blocker, if you will. That ain't my stilo. So I'm letting her do her thing, right? So she's like, oh, this my best friend, and I'm like, whoa, hey, you know. He like, what y'all drinking? So he go get us some drinks. I'm like, bitch, walk with him to go see him make that. Get it? Because we in Houston, bitch. It's just me and you. She's like, no, we're good. I said, you don't fucking know him, Cookie. Go fucking, Cookie, what the fuck? And she's like, you right. Pissing me off. She come back. She like, I'm like, all right, cool. So we drinking it. Now we see these people, they was from Mississippi, I think. So they turned with us, like they was playing this jigging song. And we jigging, we having a good time. They jigging with us, we jigging with them. It's a vibe. We get to the bar, they start playing Mo City Don. If you from Texas, you know how Mo City Don get the club. So the club is turned. I'm on the video. Lit, turn, right? I get off the video and my boy best friend C called me. We're gonna call him C. So C called me. He like, bitch, where you at? I'm like, oh, I'm in the H. Oh, where you at? Knowing damn well he ain't nowhere near me. But at the time he drove trucks. So I was like, maybe, but probably not. So he talking, he like, I see you on your story. Who is that bitch you with? Now, backstory on C. C has knocked off 2 of my homegirls. One of them to this day hates me because of him. She actually just got married maybe like a year and a half ago, and I tried to tell her congratulations and she blocked me. So he's a Libra too. Do with that info what you will. A nigga ain't shit, and he know this, and I love him, and we talk about it all the time. So whatever. Mind you, I had told Cookie this because she seen a picture I had posted of him. It's like, oh, who is this? So I gave her the rundown on C, so she know you can't see C. Like, that's not finna happen. And if you do, he gonna do you bad. You gonna be hurt, bitch. Cause yeah, like look at the niggas you going for anyway. So he called me, he like, who is that bitch you with? I'm like, shut up, nigga. Like, this my dog. So she like, hey, you know, whatever, speaking, whatever. I passed her. I'm so lit. I ended up passing her my phone. Didn't even realize it. She passed me the phone back. Me and her talking. I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm gonna call you. Like, all right, he'll call me. Get out the phone. We done ended up with another round of drinks. So I got 2 tequila drinks. She got 2 dark. So I'm like, bitch. I said, bitch, we getting fucked up, Cookie. She like, girl, just have a good time. You need it. Fuck that nigga that's stressing you out. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you right. Damn. Y'all, I don't remember what song came on, but it came on. And we was like this, cheek to cheek on her video. Why the fuck she turned around and I know you, no, you did not. Okay. When it happened, y'all, I was too stunned to speak. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. First thing I said, Cookie, what the fuck, bitch? And it was this girl that was like, cause mind you, first of all, club setting. We're at the bar. It's open space. It is too many motherfucking men's in here that might be potentially for me today, tonight, tomorrow. And you ain't here on me. You want them to think that I eat snatch, and I don't. I don't. And even if I did, it wouldn't be yours. Like, I was just... So then... Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for part 2 because it's so long. I'm gonna have to break this up into parts because it's a lot to cover. But just know, part 2 is where shit is starting to hit the fan. I'm going to get into all of the details what happened after that goddamn kiss, because what the fuck was that? Please come back for part 2. I'm gonna drop it soon. Don't you worry. Now that we are at the end of this video and we done had all of these shenanigans go on, I think that's enough for today. So with that being said, now that you're at the end, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let's chat in the comments. Let's talk about how Cookie's low-key starting not to be shit. Let's talk about, was I wrong for not telling BB about Cookie's situation? Was I? Is Cookie low-key I don't know if YouTube gonna get me for that. So drop in the is she is she giving vibes, you know, like let's chat about it. So until next time, make sure to always keep it candid and we will see y'all next time. Ow.
Focus on me. Can you focus on